Welcome back to the show. BJ, are you ready to dive in?
I'm always ready, Rich. I'm always ready.
Have you noticed that, and I know it's summer and, we're all excited about the weather and things
Hanging
are
out.
blooming, and some businesses are looking tired and stale.
I know. And Rich, you know what? I don't know really what's going on because the complacency is just killing cash flow, right? I mean, it's like odd that they would choose this time to have this issue.
Yeah, I'll hit a restaurant website and I'll go, they haven't changed this in 10 years. The only thing they change is their menu, which the prices raise all the time. But it's clunky, or signage outside of a store. I go,
I went into my favorite. It needs love. I went into my favorite shoe store.
Yeah.
Right. And what was funny is I needed to go online because I wanted to see if they carried a certain type of shoe. And the site was so old. Yeah. Like I couldn't even get through it. I go over there and I said, "Do you have this?" And she says, "Oh, yeah." But I had to walk physically into the store.
Yeah, I walked into CVS, and I might sound like an old cranky guy, boomer.
Going into the CVS.
I know, but I was like, hey, I just want to let you guys know, you need to power wash your sign. Because it was like full of mold. I mean, there's this big CVS, and it's like, it's all black. And I go, you guys, it's really gross. And they're like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, complacency.
Yeah, they don't really care. So it's time to gut the dead weight. BJ and I are going to be vicious. I think the word we're going to use is vicious today. Ruthless. We need you to rebuild your business for immediate revenue growth. It's time to get that, what we call summer business hairstyle. Even though I don't have any hair, revamped for the summer. Okay. It's summer. Hey, I'm going to get a new hairstyle. Get your business a new hairstyle too.
And this is the best small business show. So let's make your business the best small business on the block today.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
That was my cheerleader. I was being a cheerleader. So, Rich, let's set the stage here. What's the core issue? Like, what do you think's happening here?
Well, just like talking to the guy from CVS, like good enough is a death sentence.
Yeah.
People will stop going to your store because your signage, your building, the entrance, everything, your website, comfort breeds irrelevance, and it communicates failure. People start seeing like these people aren't with it anymore.
Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes it's hard for people to look in the mirror and just recognize that their business might just need a total overhaul, a new look. It's scary. This is uncharted territory. You're probably afraid that what you have today is good enough, and any changes might impact your business. Old customers might disappear, in a bad way. Like it'll affect them and say, I don't want to go there anymore.
Yeah.
And that's not right.
It's like a restaurant overhauling their menu and eliminating the parts that don't sell and worrying. And this, they worry about losing that one customer who orders that weird meal. They go, well, I can't get rid of, cinnamon toasted mozzarella sticks because, Steve loves those. I go, yeah, but you don't sell them, and you're stocking them, and it's dead weight.
Yeah. And you know what? We're going to just get it boiled down here. We have 4 ruthless strategies today. The complete small business overhaul in 4 steps. All right. Well, take us in there, Rich.
Step number 1, you need to audit the dead weight. You need to understand what is your dead weight and locate the immediate cash bleeders. And I love that term, cash bleeders.
Ouch, ouch. You know what? You got to look really hard at your legacy systems. You got to identify stagnant and unsold territory. This really reminds me of when you're trying to go through an overhaul like this. It's almost like you got to put your business practices in a staging site, and you need to be ruthless and do all of these things, because if you audit all that dead rate, you are going to see a completely different business on the other end of it. You know, I've seen businesses come to us struggling, not knowing what to do. What are we going, how are we going to do? And we just take them through the process.
Mhm.
And in the end, they're so much happier. Did they lose a little business here and there? Yeah, thank God they did, because that was slowing them down. Now they have all the opportunity to be innovative, to look forward, and guess what? They regain their passion. Boom. They're so happy with their business now.
Yeah, you need to stop defending old bad decisions. They might have been good decisions a few years ago, but now they're becoming bad decisions. So your action step is to list your bottom 3 products. The best way to do is do the Pareto rule, which is 80-20. 80-20, all of your products, all of your services, and understand what's the bottom 20%. I'm sorry, what's the bottom 80% that brings in 20% of your revenue? And better understand and take these 3 bottom products and kill them. Just kill them today. Retire them, put them off to the side, and see if anybody notices.
Right. And that's the big thing. You're holding on to something that probably nobody will notice. Unbelievable. Okay, step number 2, modernize the stack. Look at your tech and your operations. This is where we need to focus.
Yeah, are you still using decade-old software that is clunky and hard, but it's familiar, so you love it?
Oh, God, it's so bad. You know what? You're driving your customers to competitors. You might as well just put them all in your car and drive them over there. That friction kills sales instantly.
Yeah, you need to upgrade your platforms and eliminate bottlenecks. I had a client who actively used paper for everything. I mean, you'd walk into his office and there were stacks of files everywhere. And it was scary. I was just like, "Are you a hoarder? Let's get the TV show Hoarders in here." He's like, "Well, this is my system." And I go, "But you're slowing yourself down. You're slowing your team down. You're slowing." And what's funny is externally, they had their clients fill out these long forms and questionnaires every year. It was a mess. I go, how many of your clients actually fill out that form and questionnaire? They go, oh, not really. So you're just sending it as a CYA to them. So you could say, well, they didn't tell me about this. And he's like, yeah. I go, there are electronic systems that make it so much easier, that AI analyzes what kind of customer they are, and it only asks them those questions rather than giving them. I'm not lying. It was like a 10-page questionnaire that nobody ever filled out.
Oh my God. You know what? It's going to just be fantastic for them. What a weight to just take off you. A great action step for this is identify one workflow bottleneck and automate it this week. And I'm not saying, if you don't want to go to the AI world and that's not your jam, whatever, but it can totally be automated. So let's get in there and get it to happen.
This podcast is sponsored by New Renew Brand Marketing, a full-service agency building strong brands with clarity and vision. Their clients are reaching their potential with innovative messaging, results-driven AI research and analytics, with their audiences are always front and center. Reach out to BJ Flagg at newrenew.com today.
And by the way, this podcast is also sponsored by the Rich G Small Business Coaching. Most business owners don't lack talent. They lack the headspace to use it efficiently. Buried in speed, but starving in clarity. Do you need a smart business overhaul? Strip away distractions, focus on what moves the needle. Spend 20 minutes with Rich, no cost, no pitch, to better understand your business. Go to richg.com to sign up.
Hey, let's get back into it. Let's go to step number 3, which is refresh your offering and modernize your products.
Now, you know what? The market has evolved. Have you? Is the question. Are you selling 2016 solutions for 2026 fails? Uh-oh. Clients demand modern agility results. One of the biggest changes here in 2026 has been people's reaction to AI, people's reaction to more of an answer-driven search result as opposed to keywords. I serve up a couple of things. It is drastically changing how people's websites are going through, how your copy is being presented. So what we're seeing here is that growth has not affected just my clients. It's affected my business. So we did have to go through an overhaul, and we did have to understand, okay, how are we going to react to that in a way where we're using the tool, not having it overcome us, but using the tool to our benefit again. So it's remarkable to see what clients are going through right now.
Yeah, you really need to align your offerings with the current market demands. So your action step today is to launch one modernized service tier this month. And when we say modernize, 2026, okay, what's new, what's innovative, that is going to capture your customer or client's eyes, which is so important today.
Definitely. Now let's get into step number 4, revamp the facade. This got into a lot of discussion when we began this component. Your final step is your digital storefront.
Yeah, 10-year-old websites actively repel buyers. I'm not lying. Every time I meet with a client, the first thing I do before I meet with them, I go to their website. And I can't tell you, I don't tell my clients, but I go, oh my God, this site sucks. This site's awful. I have no idea where everything is. It's slow, it's clumsy. I don't know where to click. It's terrible.
The worst that I have actually is their social media presence. Mm-hmm. It is like it's like sitting there just gathering dust. And you know what it signifies? No energy and you're out of business. Yeah. Absolutely the worst messaging. Oh my gosh.
So a total digital footprint refresh is mandatory. I told you we were going to be ruthless today. You need to refresh what you're doing. I had a client who had left their website sitting, and I'm not lying, sitting. And you know them. You probably know who you are out there. That I had my website done. It does its job. It's out there. No, he left it sitting for 10 years, for over 10 years, and hadn't updated their Facebook and Instagram, even though they were a hyper local business. Okay.
I can't believe
they were hyper local. It's maybe like a 5-mile radius around their location.
My gosh.
They weren't updating their the last Facebook was like 5 years old. Their competition was eating their lunch. And they didn't realize it. They were just happily going, losing clients, losing customers. The first thing I did was send them to BJ for a complete overhaul.
And you know what's so amazing is they didn't see it.
Yeah.
They didn't see it. And a lot of the things that you start to talk about and things that are happening, they're so excited.
Yes.
They're more than happy to get going on all of that. And I really, for this action step, I want you to rewrite your website homepage copy this weekend. You might think that this is like I can't do it alone. I got to tell you, Rich came up with an idea. He wanted a whole different direction on his homepage. I was slightly skeptical. He was kind of excited, but he mapped it all out. He put it together and he had it done in a weekend. And
Yeah.
the site looks fantastic, Rich. And I just
Thank you.
think to myself, oh my gosh, you followed an intuition. Like you followed your gut and said, I got to redo that and do that. I mean, I think that this is a lot like when you're look down at yourself and say, oh, I got to get some new clothes this weekend. This is just not happening, not happening. And you go out and you do the search, you find the 4 new outfits and you feel like a new person, right? Same kind of idea. Massive good to do.
It's so important that you step back and look at the elements of your business and your signage, your building, your trucks, your website, your social media, your
business card,
postcards, business cards. Yes. Your postcards, how you look everywhere. And then how you look on a smartphone too. People forget, that they redo their website and they forget, oh yeah, it looks like crap on my iPhone. So, well, let's wrap it up. Gut the rot, rebuild strong, and modern operations equal massive growth.
We want better people, better business, and better life.
And thank you to our producer, Richard Scalzo, for making us sound great. And thanks for tuning in to the Best Small Business Show.